Müslümanın ervahı için, Allah rızası için El Fatiha. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. İnnallâhe ve melâikefehu yusallûne alen-nebi. Ya eyyühellezîne âmenû sallu aleyhi ve sellimû teslîmâ. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammedin ve ala ali seyyidina Muhammed. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Hayya ale's-salâh. Hayya ale's-salâh. Hayya alel-felâh. Hayya alel-felâh. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. La ilahe illallah.
Elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala Resulina Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. Nahmadullah Teala ve nestağfiru eşhedü en la ilahe illallah vahdehu la şerike leh. Eşhedü enne seyyidina Muhammeden abduhu ve habibuhu ve resuluh. Sallallahu aleyhi ve ala alihi ve ezvacihi ve ashabi tabi khulafe raşidin mahdin min ba'di. Ve zemmeti ala tahkik, hususen zemmeti khulafe Resulü ala tahkik. Umaral müminin, Hazreti Ebu Bakr, Umar, Osman ve Ali, ve ala bakir sahabe tabi'in, ridvanullah teala aleyhim ecmain. Ya eyyuhal mu'minun, hazirun, itakullah teala, ve innallaha mellezine tekvellezine hum muhsinun. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Salatu ve selamu ala eşrafil enbiya ve mursalin, Seyyidina Mevlana Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. All praises are due to Allah, Lord of the universes. All praises are due to Allah, who has said in the Hadith Qudsi, narrated to us by Sayyidina Muhammad al-Mustafa alayhi salatu wassalam. My love is established for those who love one another for my sake. And my love is established for those who spend money for my sake. And my love is established for those who visit one another for my sake. In fact, those who love one another for the sake of Allah will be at pulpits of light in the shade of Allah's throne on a day when there is no shade but His shade. All praises are due to Allah who sent His beloved as the Rahmat lil Alameen. May all peace and blessings be upon our Master Muhammad ﷺ and his noble family and blessed companions. We're asking salawat with the prayer of Imam Busiri, who is saying, Ya Rabbi, let the clouds of salawat forever gently shade our Prophet and his family and his sahabis and all those who follow them, the people of piety, of knowledge, of forbearance and generosity, and be pleased with Abu Bakr and Umar and Ali and Usman, as long as the eastern breeze blows through the leaves of the cypress trees. Ya ayyuhal mu'minun, O believers, we must begin with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Everything must begin with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Sultan al-Awliya Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Nazim Adil Haqqani Qaddasallahu Sir is saying, all goodness is coming through Bismillah. Don't forget to recite Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. If you like to be here and hereafter in the best condition, every condition that makes you happy and in pleasure and in pleasement, come and drink from the oceans of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. O people, try to be friendly with saying Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. When you are saying Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, heavenly blessings coming on you from Allah Almighty and also from His divine attribute, Ar-Rahman, the most merciful, other blessings are coming on you. Another one of His holy names, Ar-Rahim, the most beneficent, is coming on you, running through your hearts such blessings that you cannot imagine. Therefore say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Say only Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim because it is Allah Almighty's Ismul Azam, name of the greatest one. You can find that holy name through the Lord of Heavens. Reciting Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim gives you power. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim gives you pleasure. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim grants you to be in existence. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim gives to you strength in front of bad things always, who is asking to reach goodness, pleasure, and success and heavenly support. O believers, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, it is an indication to us. It is a message to us. Allah Jalla wa'ala, who is the greatest beyond comparison, the most powerful one, the most mighty one, He is telling us to begin everything and address Him with the names of Rahman and Rahim. Not Jabbar and Kahar, not Jalil and Jalal, Rahman and Rahim. He sent His Habib to this world with those qualities of Rahman and Rahim. He sent Sayyidina Muhammad ﷺ as Rahmatan lil Alameen. And that holy prophet, he is the Urwatul Wuthqa. He is the Uswatun Hasana, the most beautiful example. We are his ummats, and it is our responsibility to walk in his footsteps and follow his way. And he's saying, alayhi wasalam, those who are merciful will be shown mercy by the most merciful. Be merciful to those on the earth, and the one in the heavens will have mercy on you. The Holy Prophet ﷺ, he is the most perfect example of that mercy in humanity. Muslims, we forgot what it means to be merciful because we became cruel. Muslims in this age of Jababira, we are all inside the age of tyranny, and we have lost mercy. So we first have to understand what is mercy. Not to understand mercy according to Christianity or according to Judaism or according to secular humanism. We have to understand what is mercy according to the Sunnah of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. And when we examine this, when we sit and make tafakkur, we understand that mercy is to have the power and justification to take your rights, to have the authority to punish, but instead you forgive. Rasulullah ﷺ is saying, Musa ﷺ asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my Lord, which one is the dearest to you among your creatures? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, the one who has the power to make revenge. The one who has the power to make revenge, yet forgives. That is mercy. That is the mercy of Allah. That is the mercy of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. That is the mercy of the Ahlul Bayt and the Sahaba Kiram. Sahibul Sayyid Shaykh Abdul Karim al-Kibrisiya Rabbani Qadasallahu Sir is saying, it is not, if it is not for the Prophet ﷺ, then no mercy is coming to us. Punishment will come down on us. The mercy has reached to us because of that Prophet ﷺ. Today, mercy is reaching to us again because of those who hold on very tightly to the Prophet and who show proper respect to that Prophet. Holy Prophet ﷺ, he was doing everything in his power to save his ummah from punishment. Look at what happened during the Fatih Makkah. when Mecca was conquered, Holy Prophet ﷺ had become, we can say, the ruler of the whole Arabian Peninsula. Never before it had happened. He marched into Mecca with 10,000 believers. What was Mecca? His home city, the place where he was born, the place where the Kaaba Sharif was. Holy Prophet ﷺ said about Mecca, I swear by Allah, you are the best of the lands of Allah, and you are the most beloved land to Allah. What was Mecca? It was where he came first with the revelation. What was Mecca? It was the land where his own tribe members rejected him and rejected Islam. What was Mecca? It was the place where he saw his Sahabis tortured and murdered by the Quraysh, where he sees his own family die from deprivation. What was Mecca? It was the place where his own uncles abused him and tormented him and the believers for 13 years. What was Mecca? It was the place where the disbelievers dumped camel intestines on the Holy Prophet while he prayed at the Kaaba. Who were the people of Mecca? The ones that sent an army of 1,000 to try to destroy Islam in Badr. The ones who martyred Hazrat Hamza and committed crimes on his blessed body. The ones who came in Uhud and in Handak to try to destroy Islam. And Holy Prophet ﷺ came now with his power, consolidated with the most powerful army and with all the might, and all the people heard the Holy Prophet and his companions. They were coming down the mountains, proclaiming with their jalal and their haybat, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. And the inhabitants of Mecca, in a state of panic, they all gathered at the Kaaba. The Holy Prophet ﷺ and his companions entered the courtyard of the Kaaba. Did the Holy Prophet say, today is the day of my victory and your loss. Today is the day of revenge. Today is the day of taking our rights. Today is the day we avenge ourselves for what you did to us. He stood before them while in the doorframe of the Kaaba and said, there is no ilah but Allah alone. He has no partner. He has fulfilled his promise and helped his servant. Look, all the privileges and claims to revenge and blood are beneath my feet, except for the responsibility of the Kaaba and giving water to the pilgrims. O you people of Quraysh, Allah has abolished the arrogance of paganism and the glorification of ancestors. Man came from Adam, and Adam is from dust. And then he asked them, Ya Quraysh, what do you think I'm about to do with you? O believers, put this scene before your eyes. He's standing there before those who killed and tortured him and his companions and his family. And he's asking them, what do you think is about to happen? It is as if it is judgment day for them. And they said, we hope for good. You are a noble brother, son of a noble brother. And Rahmatul Alameen said, I say to you what Prophet Yusuf said to his brothers, have no fear on this day. May Allah forgive you, and He is the most merciful to those who show mercy. This is the example. This is the mercy of the Holy Prophet. He had the right to pray to Allah to destroy them, just as other prophets had prayed for their nation to be destroyed. But instead he showed mercy. And every prophet, he has a dua. That dua will be answered right away. The Holy Prophet ﷺ said about himself, every prophet has a dua, has a prayer that is answered right away. My intention is to delay my dua as an intercession for my nation in the Akhirat. Holy Prophet ﷺ did not come to seek revenge or to whip up hatred and emotions against those ones who had lived their whole lives trying to destroy him. And his Ahlul Bayt and those who follow them did not come to seek revenge. They came to bring the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to this world. They came to take the burdens of mankind on their shoulders and to try to save mankind. Hazrati Ali, Hazrati Hassan, Hazrati Hussein, and their descendants, they came to continue this work of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Listen to Hazrati Maulana Rumi's words about Hazrati Ali's control over his ego and his mercy. Maulana is saying, learn the lesson of sincerity from Hazrati Ali, the lion of truth. During battle, he overpowered a disbeliever enemy and took out his sword to finish him. The unbeliever spit in the face of the beloved one to Allah, to Rasulullah, and to the awliya Allah. Hazrati Ali put his sword back and stopped from finishing the enemy. The man was shocked at Hazrati Ali's forgiveness and mercy and said, "You took your sword out so fast. How did you put it back and leave me alone? How is there mercy and forgiveness at a time of anger? When a snake puts someone down, why would it leave its prey?" And Hazrati Ali replied, "I am the lion of Allah, not the lion of my desires. What you have seen me do is a witness of the truth of my religion. When you spit in my face, my ego cried out for revenge. At that time, my action would have been half for Allah and half as revenge for myself. Any deed done for Allah cannot be divided between him and another. It must be done only for Allah." And Maulana Rumi is saying, the sword of mercy is sharper than the sword of iron. The sword of mercy is more effective to bring victory than armies. This mercy of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and his family, it is paid for by their sacrifice. Holy Prophet ﷺ sacrificed everything in the way of Allah. Holy Prophet ﷺ bled in Taif in the way of Allah. The angels were ready to turn the mountains on those people, but he gave them mercy. Holy Prophet ﷺ lost his wife, his uncles, his sons, so many of his children in the way of Allah. Yes, his Ahlul Bayt sacrificed in the way of Allah, but they did not cheapen their sacrifice by asking for revenge. Just like Hazrati Ali in the battlefield, they gave their sacrifice to Allah for it to be a mercy for the ummah. Because they are the grandchildren of Hazrati Ibrahim alayhi salam, and they are the grandchildren of Hazrati Ismail alayhi salam. They carry the sunnah of sacrificing what is most beloved to them, and also of being the sacrificed one. This is the inheritance of the Ahlul Bayt. And that inheritance, its majesty and power will be shown on the day of judgment. Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, platforms of gold will be arranged for the prophets, and they will sit on them. And my platform will remain empty, as I will not sit on it. But I shall stand humbly before my Lord, fearing that I may be sent into paradise while my ummah remains behind me. I shall then pray, O my Lord, my ummah, my ummah. Allah, the Supreme, will proclaim, Ya Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what is your wish regarding what I should do with your ummah? I shall say, O my Lord, settle their accounts quickly. So I will continue to intercede until I get letters to get released those who have already been sent to hell, to the extent that Malik, the angel guardian of hell, will exclaim, Ya Muhammad ﷺ, you have not left even a bit of the Lord's anger among your ummah. The Holy Prophet ﷺ is describing the scene that will be before us on the day of judgment. In a hadith that is recorded in Sahih Bukhari, saying that on the day of judgment the people will go to all the prophets asking for intercession, asking them to speak on their behalf, pleading to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so that they can escape the punishment. They will go to Adam alayhi salam, and he will say that he cannot intercede because he ate from the forbidden tree. They will go to Nuh alayhi salam, and he will say that he cannot because he made a dua to Allah without knowledge. They will go to Ibrahim alayhi salam, and he will say that he cannot. They will go to Musa alayhi salam, and he will say he cannot intercede. They will go to Isa alayhi salam, and Hazrat Isa will say, I am not fit for this job. But you should go to Muhammad alayhi salam, the servant whose past and future actions have been forgiven by Allah. And Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, so they will come to me, and I will ask my Lord's permission to enter His presence, and I will be given permission. When I see Him, I will fall down in prostration before Him, and He will leave me in prostration as long as He wills. And then He will say, Ya Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, lift up your head and speak, for you will be listened to, and intercede, for your intercession will be accepted. And ask for anything, for it will be granted. Then I will raise my head and glorify my Lord with certain praises which He has taught me. Allah will put a limit for me to intercede for a certain type of people. I will take them out and make them enter paradise. The Prophet ﷺ said, I will go out and I will take them out of hellfire and let them to enter paradise. And then I will return and ask my Lord for permission to enter His presence, and I will be permitted. When I see Him, I will fall down in sujud before Him, and He will leave me in prostration as long as He wants me to be in that state. And then He will say, Ya Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, raise your head and speak, for you will be listened to, and intercede, for your intercession will be accepted, and ask, your request will be granted. The Prophet ﷺ said, so I will raise my head and glorify and praise Him as He has taught me. Then I will intercede, and He will put a limit for me to intercede for a certain type of people. I will take them out and let them enter paradise. I will go out and take them out of hell and let them enter paradise, and I will return again and will ask my Lord for permission to enter His presence, and I will be allowed to enter. When I see Him, I will fall down in sajda before Him and will remain in sajda as long as He wills. And then He will speak, raise your head, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and speak, for you will be listened to, intercede, for your intercession will be accepted, and ask, for your request will be granted. So I will raise my head and praise Allah as He has taught me, and then I will intercede. And He will put a limit for me to intercede for a certain type of people, and I will take them out and let them enter paradise. So I will go out and take them out of hell and let them enter paradise, till none will remain in the fire except those whom the Quran will imprison. The narrator of the hadith then recited the verse, it may be that your Lord will raise you to a station of praise and glory, and said, this is the station of praise and glory which Allah has promised to your Prophet ﷺ. This is the station of the Holy Prophet. This is the honor that has been given to the Ahlul Bayt and to awliya Allah. As Imam al-Shafi'i radiallahu anhu is saying, the family of the Prophet are my refuge and they are my path to Him. I hope that because of them I will be given my book on that day in my right hand. The friends of Allah, they know that this is their responsibility. The Naqshbandi Sheikhs, they know that this is their responsibility to return the Ummah to Muhammad ﷺ clean, no matter what the cost is. One of the pillars of our tariqat, Hazrat Bayazid al-Bistami Qadasal Sir, was told that another sheikh had said, if any of my murids does not intercede for the people of hell on Judgment Day, that one is not my murid. Hazrat Bayazid said, I am saying to you, my murid is the one who stands on the edge of hell and saves by the hand everyone who is going to hell and sends them to paradise and then enters hell in their place. And Sahib Saif said about this saying, this is the Naqshbandi way. Sacrifice. O believers, yesterday was Ashura. Hazrat Hussein, yes, he was walking and he was ready to sacrifice himself and his children, the Ahlul Bayt, for Haqq. In the face of Zulm, he was ready to give up everything and sacrifice everything to be in the way of Haqq. Holy Prophet ﷺ sacrificed himself. Hazrat Abu Bakr sacrificed himself. Hazrat Umar sacrificed himself. Hazrat Osman sacrificed himself. Hazrat Ali sacrificed himself. Hazrat Hassan sacrificed himself. The Ahlul Bayt and the Awliya from their time until today, they sacrificed themselves. Our master, the grandson of the Holy Prophet that we are holding on to, that one who is the ship of Nuh alayhi salam for us, that one, Sahibul Saif, he sacrificed himself. Their sacrifice has earned them light and honor on the Day of Judgment. That sacrifice to be Haqqani and Husseini will raise them to platforms of light on the Day of Judgment. That sacrifice has made them to become, like the Holy Prophet ﷺ, intercessors on the Day of Judgment. O believers, keep your belief in them. Keep your attachment to them. Keep your firm devotion to them, because Holy Prophet ﷺ said, my intercession on the Day of Judgment is a reality. So whoever does not believe in it will not deserve it. We cannot show that belief just through the tongue. We must be ready to sacrifice, to walk in the way. As we had finished Ramadan, where we understood what it means to sacrifice our nafs through the whole month and our desires. As we have moved through the day of the Eid al-Adha, where we did the sacrifice to commemorate the sacrifice of Hazrat Ibrahim and Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam. As we now have passed through the holy day of Ashura, understanding the sacrifice of the Ahlul Bayt, we must stand firm and walk in the way as people of the Akhir Zaman in the midst of tyranny. What is it that we have to do? As our Shaykh says, we are defenders of the truth, the Haqqanis, defenders of the truth, not only through the name, not only through this small area. Anywhere we are walking on top of this earth, we are defending the truth. Anyone who is saying other than that, they must be the agents of Shaitan. In my position, I am a weak servant. But as our Shaykh is saying, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I can be the most strong one. But no need for me to be the strong one, because Shaykh Maulana is on top of everything. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All those who are going to run and become helpers to shaitans and dajjals, welcome. Right now if you want, if there's not one person left around, don't think that his attitude is going to change. It's not. It's not going to change, because we are defending the truth, and against shaitans and dajjals, it's going to become more strong, more powerful. Never it is going to become weaker. We may not be able to carry this until the end. Whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted to us in this life, inshallah Rahman, we're going to spend it until the last breath, and no man on the face of earth, no shaitans, no dajjals, and no governments are going to be able to put any fear in us, because we are holding tightly to Allah, to His Prophet, and to His awliya. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us in the companionship of the Haqqanis. May He keep us in the companionship of the Hussainis. May He keep us in the companionship of those who have been honored in the divine presence. May we be their servants in this life and be raised as their servants in the next life. Amin. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah al-azim. Allazi la ilaha illa huwa hayyul qayyum wa atubu ilayh. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد كل شيء قدير. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد كل شيء قدير. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد كل شيء قدير. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين. سبح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح. سبح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة. سبح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة. إن دين عند الله الإسلام. قام صلاة. اللهم صل وسلم على محمد.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على السلام حي على السلام حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح. وقد قامت الصلاة وقد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله